Hello, Rama Pupod. Hope all are in good health, feeling great, wonderful, having a happy and peaceful life. Now let's continue with devotee Yogi Ram Surakumar. For all Hindus interested in ending the cycle of birth and death and attaining emancipation, the most important and sacred pilgrimage center is Varanasi or Kashi. At Kashi, the holy river Ganges, having originated in the peaks of the Himalayas and forcefully moving down the plains, make a turn towards the north, towards its source. Throughout time immemorial, Hindus have been drawn to this vibrant and powerful city, and it is here that the story of an important mystic saint and devotee of Sri Ramana Maharishi begins. Near the town of Kashi, in a small village called Nardara, many pilgrims who aim to complete a circumambulation of Mother Ganges often rest in the small villages that lie on the banks of the river. The local villagers pay special attention to these sadhus, sannyasin, and pilgrims, and this was especially the case with Yogi Ram Kumar and his family. Growing up in this environment alongside the banks of the holy river and in regular contact with pilgrims and sadhus had a deep impact on the young boy. He would sit along with them around the fire at night and listen with rapt attention to stories of saints and sages and epics such as the Ramayana and Mahabharata. A sadhu called Kapadia Baba had a special role in young Ram Surakumar's life and influenced the turn of events. Kapadia Baba was a tall and imposing figure who, before taking sannyas, was an erudite and scholarly judge. As a judge, he had to oversee a case where his only son in law had committed a murder. Without any hesitation, he issued the death sentence on his son in law after finding him guilty. Realizing the futility of worldly existence, he took sannyas and started circumambulations of the Ganges. During these journeys, he would spend a day or so in the company of young Ramsura Kumar in Nandara, an incident that dramatically shaped Ramsura Kumar's life occurred in his teenage years. One of the household chores he happily did was to help his mother by drawing water from a well using a long rope. One day, while he was drawing water, he noticed a small, beautiful sparrow looking intently at him from the other side of the well. He playfully threw one end of the rope at it. The bird was hit and it fell. Deeply shocked, Ram Kumar ran and took the bird in his hands, crying, "Please do not die, please do not die." He then took it to the Ganges and poured its sacred water on the bird in an attempt to revive it. That too failed. This traumatic event led him to contemplate and inquire deeply on life and death. Where has the beauty of the bird gone? Where has its power to fly gone? The wings are there, but it has lost the power to fly. What is the force behind the bird's now lifeless body that allowed it to be active and fly just a minute ago? Inquiring thus, he sat weeping on the bank of the Ganges. The death of the bird was the first shock he received from life, and it sharpened his awareness about creation, life, and death. Carrying this sorrow and guilt, he searched for Kapadia Baba. To get some consolation, when he met Baba again, he cried, "I am unable to bear this guilt." Kapadia Baba told the 16-year-old teenager to go to Kashi. There, as he stood in front of Lord Vishwanath, he experienced a flash of brilliant light and felt for the first time a divine ecstasy that made him forget everything: his depression, his body, the world, time, and space. The divine energy had engulfed him. He wandered the cremation ghats on the banks of the Ganges and had the experience of his dead body being brought there and burned to ashes. and the ashes being immersed in the sacred river, he experienced the reality that he was not the body. In this state, he went to Kapadia Baba, who turned the young lad's attention to mastering the Tulsi, Ramayana, and Bhagavad Gita. All his life, Yogi Ramsura Kumar used to quote freely from the Tulsi Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita. He became indifferent to life. His parents and relatives noticed this and, in an effort to rekindle his interest in life, got young Ramsura Kumar married. That's all, folks. Let's continue in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Pupotu.